Gilmore.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Well, for anyone that knows me, it will come as no surprise that I am ecstatic that the Australian government has committed $3 billion to infrastructure projects in New South Wales this financial year and $14.9 billion into the future. I've proudly delivered billions of dollars in infrastructure projects in Gilmore through the local government areas of Kiama, the Shoalhaven and the Eurobodalla, from Minamurra in the north to Churros Head in the south. I know how important our safe and reliable roads are, and I want to make sure that roads support the needs of local people now and into the future. I've driven on these roads my whole life, and I know how important they are. Before we were in government and since then, I have called for more funding for our Princes Highway. Anyone who has driven north or south through Nowra knows how necessary this is. Bottlenecks hold tourists up and frustrate locals to no end, which is why I was so pleased to recently join with my community and walk over the new Nowra Bridge for the official opening to traffic. $155 million in funding from the federal government and $155 million from the state government, something I'm incredibly proud of. But it's not going to stop at the Nowra Bridge. My eyes for some time have been on new projects like the Nowra Bypass. This critical piece of infrastructure should have already been underway, but with the Liberals dragging their feet every step of the way, it's the Albanese Labor government that have had to pick up the slack. The Albanese Labor government have put forward $97 million in federal funding to get the Nowra Bypass going. That's $97 million out of a total of $105 million. That shows our commitment to getting infrastructure moving, and by extension shows the Liberals' unwillingness to come to the table with any meaningful budgeted contribution. Yes, not 1 cent. We need to get the Nowra Bypass started now, and I'm proud to be making that happen. In another win before the election and delivered in the budget, I was absolutely thrilled to be able to announce the Albanese Labor government's $40 million investment in local Shoalhaven roads. This money will help Shoalhaven City Council to repair our potholed and damaged roads. Last Friday, at a community meeting at Kangaroo Valley, I spoke to the CEO of Shoalhaven City Council, Stephen Dunshay, who told me happily that the agreement for the $40 million to fix our roads in the Shoalhaven has been received. He told me that the money is being delivered exactly how Council has requested it to be delivered. That's an amazing result, helping to fix our potholed roads and saving ratepayers' money. Yes, we've allocated $40 million to Shoalhaven City Council to fix local roads, and we've tailored the delivery to best suit the needs of the council. Simple as that. $40 million for local Shoalhaven roads, a completed Nowra Bridge and $97 million to get the Nowra Bypass going, and that's just the start. There's $752 million in federal funding for the Milton-Ulladulla Bypass, $100 million in federal funding for the Jervis Bay flyover, $400 million in federal funding for further upgrades to the Princes Highway, the Far North Collector Road, and the list goes on. These projects will provide a significant boost to our local and New South Wales South Coast infrastructure and help our community grow. Not only that, but they'll keep residents and tourists safe and comfortable as they drive around our beautiful region. Deputy Speaker, at the state level, Labor also delivers. Last week, I joined Dr Michael Holland, who under a Minns Labor government made a $1.5 million commitment to improve the Churros Head turnoff from the Princes Highway, a dangerous intersection that has long been neglected. Further north, South Coast candidate Liza Butler has been working tirelessly to address gaping holes left by years of Liberal Party neglect. Liza was integral in securing $12 million in state funding under a Minns Labor government for the much-needed East Nowra sub-arterial road. This road will alleviate congestion for commuters and tourists alike, something that the community has been crying out for. State and federal, Labor understands the needs of our communities and is committed to achieving them. The Albanese Labor government is ensuring the Commonwealth's infrastructure spending is responsible, affordable and sustainable. Labor's investments in infrastructure will not only improve the lives for local people, but it will also create jobs and economic growth for the whole country. It's a sensible and pragmatic plan for the future, and I'm proud to be delivering it.
Yeah.